Hey, have you ever wondered what happened to Pluto? I mean, one day it was the ninth planet in our solar system and the next, poof, it was demoted to a dwarf planet. So let's rewind and dive into Pluto's wild history, from its discovery to its controversial reclassification. Our story starts way back in the early 1900s. Astronomers were convinced there was a mysterious planet X lurking beyond Neptune, tugging on its orbit. Enter Clyde Tombaugh, a young astronomer working at the Lowell Observatory in Arizona. In 1930, after months of painstakingly comparing photographic plates of the night sky, Tombaugh found a tiny, faint speck that moved. That speck was Pluto. And just like that, our solar system officially welcomed its ninth planet. For decades, Pluto basked in planetary glory. Textbooks, models, and science fairs all gave it a spot next to the big guys: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. But Pluto was a bit of an oddball. It's smaller than Earth's moon, has an off-kilter, stretched-out orbit, and sometimes it even sneaks inside Neptune's orbit. Still, it had heart, literally, as NASA's New Horizons probe would later show us with its famous heart-shaped glacier. But the cracks in Pluto's planet status started to show as telescopes got better and astronomers kept searching the edges of our solar system. In 2005, scientists discovered Eris, a distant object even bigger than Pluto. Suddenly Pluto wasn't so unique. If Pluto was a planet, should Eris be one too? And what about all the other icy worlds out there? That's when the International Astronomical Union, the IAU, stepped in. In 2006, they gathered in Prague and set out to define what makes a planet, well, a planet. According to their new rules, a planet had to meet three criteria. First, it had to orbit the sun. Second, it needed enough gravity to pull itself into a round shape. And third, it had to have cleared the neighborhood of its orbit, meaning it was gravitationally dominant and not sharing its space with lots of other objects. Pluto checked off the first two boxes, but it shared its stretch of space with plenty of other icy bodies in the Kuiper Belt. So, just like that, Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet. The news hit people hard. Pluto had been a part of our collective imagination for over 75 years. Kids wrote angry letters, petitions popped up, and even some astronomers protested the decision. But science is all about learning and refining what we know. Sometimes that means changing course. NASA's New Horizons mission reignited our fascination in 2015, flying by Pluto and revealing a stunning world full of mountains, glaciers, and that iconic heart-shaped plain. Pluto may not be a planet anymore, but it's still one of the most intriguing objects in our solar system. So, where does that leave us today? Pluto is a dwarf planet, but let's be honest, it's still a superstar in our hearts. Its story reminds me that the universe is always more complicated and more wonderful than we imagine. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll need to rewrite the textbooks all over again. Thanks for joining me on Pluto's journey. If you enjoyed this cosmic tale, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more stories from the universe. Until next time, keep looking up.